Hello everyone, this is Brian Carroll with Team Lettuce. Once the player has entered through the first door, they'll grab the crate and place it on the pressure plate. There'll also be a cash collectible over here.
Who needs cash in the apocalypse? Might as well be toilet paper.
Once the player enters through the next room, they'll hear another voiceover.
Maybe I can use those barrels to break through that wall.
And they'll then pick up the barrel and break through the concrete wall. And there's another cash.
More cash, more like more toilet paper.
The player will then take the crate out of this room and into the next room and place it on the pressure plate. The player will see that there's a fire.
I need to find something to put the fire out.
And they will need to come back and grab the water barrel and extinguish the fire. Once the player has extinguished the fire, they will use the metal beams to create a pathway across the toxic waste. Once they get to this platform, they'll need to try to jump on these barrels to avoid waste.
I need to find something to power that generator.
Once the player enters to the next room, they will need to open the extinguisher case by pressing E. Take the fire extinguisher over to the fire and throw it in. Once the fire is out, the player can enter through this room and grab a health pack if they took any damage. And grab
more
this cash collectible.
More like more toilet paper.
And press E to open the extinguisher case. And grab the other extinguisher to extinguish the next fire. And then the player will be able to use the grav null to push the debris out of the way and grab a power cell. Once the player has a power cell, they will press E on the generator to activate the door and then come outside. Next, the player will use these barrels to make their way across the electrified water. Once the player has made it across the water, they will crouch under the pile of cars and grab the next power cell and crouch back under and make their way back across. And there's an extra barrel there for the player to get back. Once the player has made it back, they will come over here to the electric fence, which is my featured asset, and crouch under it, and come over to these second and third set of cars.
There's that engine for the bastion that we're looking for.
And collect the engine that the scrapper will take back to the bastions. The player will then come out and over to the minefield and navigate their way through. Once the player has made it through, press E on the generator to activate it and crouch under the door.
Maybe there is a fire alarm around.
The player will then hear a voice over telling the player to look for a fire alarm.
More cash, more like more toilet.
Now we'll collect some more cash, and the player will press E to activate the fire alarm. And we'll see that the fire is out. And the player will come over here to the back of the garage and place the power cell in the generator to activate the door. Once the player has gone on the top level, grab a rock and place it on and grab an extinguisher to extinguish these fires. The player will then come on the other side of this car and pick up a wheel and place it on this car. Once the player puts the wheel on the car, they can push the car off, and that will end my level and be able to you'll be able to go to Brian Saltzman's level.
Thank you, Brian. This is Brian Saltzman from Team Lettuce, and once the player has collected the engine in Brian's level, you will drop down into my level, and the player just has to take a brief flight home back to the Bastion to complete his primary mission. So what we do is just enter this chopper here, and all seems to be going well, but oh no, we appear to be going down. So the chopper has crashed, and we will be trying to navigate home. And this message that pops up here is from Bastion Intelligence telling the player that there's various circuit boards in the area that could be useful to the Bastion, so he might as well collect them on his way home.
Oh, great. A giant wall of fire. There's got to be something around here I can use to extinguish the flames. Let me look around.
And the VO will prompt you to look around and explore the area, where you can pick up this collectible here.
I should be able to use these water barrels to extinguish the flames.
And once you get to the barrels, there'll be some more VO telling you that you can, in fact, extinguish the flames with that barrel. And over here, you can just run up there, get that collectible if you want.
More fire. Need to get out. Better hunt for these barrels.
And the barrels are right here next to the fire. All the player has to do is put the barrel in there and extinguish the flames. And you can move these boxes. They're all textured the same throughout the whole game to let you know that you can move those. And once you get into this area, there'll be a fire barrel here, sort of breadcrumbing the player, that you can go by those, and there'll be something there. And then once again, there's this box here. You can move that, get this other circuit board.
Ah, great. Another wall of fire. Better find those barrels quickly.
And then that's the third wall of fire, telling you to find the barrels. There will be fire barrels over there, letting you know that you can put out the fire. And then once you get over here,
I bet if I push that block into place, that door will open.
this VO gives you some hint here to push this block all the way into place to open the door. Another collectible rewarding the player for that.
I bet if I
And
push that
here's
block
another
into place,
block.
that door will open.
Here's another block you can move to get another circuit board. Come over here, fire barrel, and another collectible. And once you get to this platforming area here, you can jump here. What you have to do is use this to move that with the grab gun. Jump on this, come over here, jump on that. Then you jump down onto a collectible. And once you make your way to this area, there'll be another fire barrel with a collectible by it. You can have this box, push that box there, move it, and just knock down this wall, use the grab gun. And then once you get to this area, all you have to do is push this box into the glass. It will break.
More cash, more like more toilet paper.
And you can pick up some cash off this dead guy.
More cash, more like more toilet
He
paper.
won't be needing it. Then as you make your way around here, you have some jump crouch puzzles. And all you have to do is platform your way over here. And once you complete that bit, you'll enter this area, throw this box through there, you'll get another collectible, and some more cash.
More cash, more cash, more like more toilet paper.
And when you come to the entrance of this, the Bastion Intelligence will say, hey, it's an old military bunker, the camera's still working.
The security camera appears to still be working. Better avoid that light, just to be safe.
And there's some VO telling you to avoid it. The cameras are my featured asset. If you stay out of the light,
The
you will
security
be
camera
safe.
appears to still be working. Better avoid that light, just to be safe.
And you will need this iron key over here. And once you get to this area, you can see the light on the wall indicating that there's a camera there. All you have to do is stay out of its range, come up here, put the key in the door, and all you have to do is smash this, pick up that health, and this elevator will lead you right into Evan Darling's level.
Thanks, Brian. This is Evan Darling of Team Lettuce. And once the player has taken the elevator down, they'll find themselves outside of an underground bunker. And to get inside, the player will have to place boxes in front of the entrance. And then once they've done that, they can jump on top of the door and crawl back inside. Once they're inside, the player can come behind this desk here and grab one of these physics objects and throw them at this glass window here to break inside this room and grab a hidden collectible. After they've done that, the player can come over here to the main room of the bunker, where they'll see a pool of electrified water. And to get across it, the player will have to create a bridge using this physics object here. After they've done that, the player can come over to this room here,
Looks like that computer is missing a power supply.
where they'll hear a VO telling them that the computer needs a power supply. That power supply can be found over here, guarded by a group of mines, which are my featured asset. And once the player has grabbed the battery, they can insert it into the computer here to turn it on, which will open the door, allowing them to progress further. After they've done that, the player needs to avoid another group of mines, and then the player will have to break down another glass window using one of these boxes. Inside this room, the player will find another hidden collectible behind this shelf here. And to leave the room, the player will have to break another glass window using a box. And the player will be told to investigate these turned over tables here. And if they do that, the player will find a security badge, which will be needed later on in the level.
I should investigate that cabinet. Could be something useful in there.
Now once the player enters this room, they'll be told to investigate this cabinet. And if they interact with it, the player will be able to open it, and they can collect the second hidden battery inside. The player can further explore this room to find a hidden collectible and a health pack. Now to get out of the room, the player will have to navigate another minefield carefully. And once they've done that, they can crawl under this to enter another room, which contains another computer, a hidden collectible in there, which can be accessed by ripping that off with the grab roll. And the player will notice a little TV here showing them camera movement. And the player can insert the battery into the computer, which will power on this badge scanner here. And the player will be told that they need to scan the security badge to open this door.
Another camera. Best stay out of the light.
And once they've done that, the player will receive VO to avoid this camera, just like in the previous area. And after they time it right, they can come over here to this window and break it down with this box. And after they've done that, the player can grab this physics object here, which contains a battery on top of it. And once they've grabbed the battery, they can insert it into this computer here to open a door on the other side of the room. And on their way out of the room, they can grab a health pack. And once the player has come over here to this door that has been opened, they can crawl under it.
I need to find an object to place on that pressure plate.
and they'll be told that they need to place an object on that pressure plate. But before they do that, the player can open the safe in the room by interacting with the computer, which will allow them to grab a collectible. And once the box is on the safe, it will lead the player to Fabio's area.
Thank you, Evan. Fantastic level you have there. Hi guys, this is
sewer smells horrible. I hope I don't throw up.
Fabio with Team Lettuce, and my level is going to take place in the sewer.
It's too dark in here. I should turn on my flashlight.
The player is prompted with a VO telling them to turn on their flashlight, and also they get a message from Bastion Intelligence telling them that they've detected valuable metals and that the player should collect them. Entering this room, we see a hidden message which will tell the player to watch out for traps, and it will also give them a number, and this number is 6. My featured acids are traps, and you can tell where they are by the puddles of blood, allowing the player to figure out that, hey, I shouldn't step there's a trap there. And here we have another hidden message, and the number is 7. This one is basically telling you that watch out for the toxic puddles. Right. Then we're gonna go ahead and reach this area, which has another variation of traps. Go ahead and avoid getting sliced in half. And here,
An access key. Might be useful.
so Bastion Intelligence tells the scrapper that there is a an access key nearby. So the player will have to stack boxes in order to reach this access key. And then we get to this part over here. The player will notice that this one is textured differently, but I can't use my grapnel on it. So I'm going to run into it. Just going to make it flip like that. I'm going to use it as a stepping stone and grab that access key. It was a security badge. Now we're going to go ahead, get through that, and we're going to get to the next setup. These platforms are textured with a universal text that we use, which allows the player to move them. So it's a movable object. Here's another puddle of blood, so we're going to avoid that. There's a trap right there. Crawl under these pipes. Reach a checkpoint. We're going to get these health packs. Get that collectible. We're going to get to this setup here. We're going to throw that box there, and then we're just going to get this collectible down here. Right. So now we have to get past the puddle and reach the door. Reaching this door, we get to a checkpoint, and we're gonna crawl down from that pipe. We're gonna get right here. There's another dead body. Right here, Bastion Intelligence will tell you that the stream is too strong and we won't be able to just cross it by jumping. So, see, won't be able to cross it like that. So we're gonna come over here, get on this box, get over the pipes.
Looks like I need a key for this console.
So then the player is told by VO that we need a key for this console, and we don't have one yet, so we need to go get the iron key. Here's another dead body, trap right there. Grab this collectible.
That wall looks weak. Maybe I can break it.
Then the player will get a VO telling him that this wall is weak, and we can break it. Jump in on this platform. We'll then get this health pack and the key. Now going back, and we're gonna go ahead and interact with the the console. We're going to turn it off. Now we reach to another setup. Has the same texture of the breakable wall, allowing the player to know that that it's breakable. And then we get a message, the player to himself, saying that it's a bit dark here and we should turn on our flashlight. And when we do, we figure out that the next number is 8, and also to watch out for the toxic waste. There's some cash pickup.
Who needs cash in the apocalypse? Might as well be toilet paper.
Now we're here with the setup, and we have the security badge, so we're able to use it in order to open that door. The player is visually able to see, and he's also able to hear it, so kind of leads him on to where to go next. Getting this health pack and collectible, we avoid that trap. Now we're going to jump on these platforms. Reaching this cash pickup.
Who needs cash?
Then reaching this checkpoint. And then getting to this collectible. Now we're going to move these boxes out of the way. There was a collectible right here. We're going to pick that up. And now right here the player gets a note, Jawan's notes. It tells him that it says 678. So looking closer, we see that it's a keypad. So we're going to go ahead and hit those numbers in there. And it unlocks the door, allowing us to escape the sewer system and enter to the next level, Hunter's level.
Thank you, Fabio. Amazing sewer system you got there. Hello everyone, this is Hunter's level from Team Lettuce. And to start my level, you're going to bust out of the sewer system.
Just on the other side of this house. Almost there.
Triggering that VO to trigger, letting you know that you are almost done with your journey. And you are just on the other side of this house the bastions are at. So with the first setup, just learning something that you've practiced and mastered over everyone else's area by using the grab note on the boxes. And you will find the first collectible of my area, the water bottle.
Wow, fresh water. Something I haven't seen in years.
Fresh water is something unique in my level that you will be picking up.
More cash, more like more toilet paper.
As well as cash. Yeah, now that you're in this bedroom.
More water.
And you can activate this record player, which should play a slight musical tone while you're going through my level. It is optional. If you want to do it, you can. If not, it doesn't matter. Continuing through, go through this hallway and pick up this water.
More water.
And now,
Looks like the circuit.
now you'll get to the garage, which you'll notice is a bit worse for wear. With the VO saying that the circuit breaker is busted and you must go turn it off.
More water.
Which is this big red button right there. Now that it's off, you can safely grab more water.
More water.
And continue to the living room with my featured asset, the piano. Some money.
More cash, more like more toilet paper.
And you can play it if you hit E on it.
More water.
You can get the water and get the health in case you took damage previously. And continue forward to the basement, which you now need to navigate your way through. And use these boxes here to keep going. In this room, you'll notice
I bet I could stack these boxes to reach the other side safely.
these boxes here, just like just the same kind of puzzle you noticed in the garage, except instead of simply jumping, now you have to actually move them yourself. Let's get on the other side here. If you take some damage, there's some health and water hidden behind here.
More water.
And you come to the last room of the basement, which gives you water and
More water.
and a way to get out to the front yard. And now that you're outside, you must build yourself a makeshift staircase here with these boxes. And collect the final water bottle.
More water.
And now you've finally
I finally made it back. Hopefully this loot was worth all the trouble.
made it back, just like the voiceover said. And you've gotten the engine all the way back to the bastion to collect your money. Thank you all for watching. This was Team Lettuce.